I feel like it has a little glare, but yeah. So Paul wasn't lying in Romans when he says that. Let me before I butcher it, let me bring it up. For I have the desire to do what is good, but I cannot carry it out. For I do not do the good I want to do, but the evil I do not want to do, this I keep on doing. And it's like facts, because that's how it's been for me. This whole year, it's kind of been like a fast year in a good and kind of in a bad way. But the thing that like I picture in myself too is exactly what he's describing here on verse 23. But I see another law at work in me, waging war against the law of my mind and making me a prisoner of the law of sin at work within me. What a wretched man I am. I feel like that shame and guilt, it's not, good to carry it, but it's obviously undeniable. And it's undeniable in the process of sin. And it really like brings your confidence down. You're living a double life sometimes when you feel like you're struggling with a certain sin or with, whatever multitude of sins. It's not a good feeling to feel that you're taking advantage of God's grace. We're not perfect beings. We're gonna fall short, but there's a difference between falling and staying down. You can fall as long as you get up, but if you fall and you stay down, that's exactly what the enemy wants. The devil doesn't want you to worship him. He just wants you to not worship God. And whatever is getting in between you and God, that's where, your temptation is going to thrive. Where whatever is getting in between that bridge, which is what Jesus is the bridge from us to the Father. Whatever's getting in between that, that's what we have to focus on. And that's what I have to focus on. I can speak for myself. The outcome of me falling over and over into sin, into my old habits, into my old patterns, is that it stops me from this. It stops me from doing what I love to do, and it's this. It's to talk about, what God has done for me. Whatever sin it is, that's actually taking the place of God in my life. What I do revolves around that. When I'm in that pattern, when I'm in that state of, like I said, you fall and you stay down instead of brushing yourself off. There's times where it feels like you're just down all the time because you keep falling and falling. And the thing is, it's not even God's fault, it's my fault. Because I've seen that doing it my way doesn't go anywhere. It might start good, but it always falls short. And what do they say? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting different result. I don't know if that's true. That's just a popular saying, but I don't think I'm insane. But what I'm trying to say, if doing it my way isn't working, why don't I just do it God's way? And I feel like that's what he's telling me right now, and that's why I'm saying it. That's why I'm recording this. My goal is not to document just the good. I want to document the not so good. Never bad. I don't say it's bad. I'm always blessed, but the not so good, we can call it, because that's just life. That's just how it's gonna be. And we can be, like I said, we can be down. We just gotta get up. You can be sad. You can be, however you want to feel, whatever you feel. But whatever that feeling is, we can't store it up. We gotta bring it to him.